Welcome back to Hilario's Animal, where we dive into the most fascinating and sometimes terrifying secrets of the animal kingdom. Today, we're heading far below the ocean's surface, into the mysterious world of the deep sea. A place so dark, cold, and hostile that it feels like another planet. Yet, in this alien environment, there exist creatures so bizarre, so frightening, and so unique that they look like something straight out of a nightmare. From the glowing lure of the anglerfish that tricks its prey in total darkness, to the viperfish with its terrifying needle-sharp teeth, and the prehistoric frilled shark that seems frozen in time, we'll uncover the chilling details of 8 of the most terrifying deep-sea creatures ever discovered. So, get ready, hold your breath, and let's dive into the abyss. One. Anglerfish. Anglerfish is a deep-sea fish that has unique characteristics and is often considered scary. The name anglerfish comes from its distinctive way of hunting, similar to an angler. Anglerfish lives in a very deep and dark sea zone, where the water pressure is very high and the temperature is close to freezing. This fish mostly lives in the mesopelagic and bathypelagic zones, which is a depth between 200 to 4,000 meters or more. In this extreme depth, sunlight cannot penetrate, so the environment is pitch black. The characteristic of the female anglerfish is the presence of a snout or luminous organ hanging on its face. This organ is called esca, which contains bioluminizing bacteria that can produce light. Anglerfish use this light as bait to attract prey such as small fish or crustaceans. Anglerfish has a large head and a wide mouth with a row of very sharp teeth and curved inward. The jaw structure allows them to open their mouths very wide, even can swallow prey that is larger than their own body. One of the most extreme uniqueness of anglerfish is its reproduction. Males have a much smaller body size compared to females. When the male finds the female, he will bite the female's body and slowly fuse with it. The male body will then absorb nutrients directly from the female and lose unnecessary organs, except the testicles. The male becomes a parasitic part of the female's body, and survives only to fertilize the egg. This process is called sexual parasitism. Because of the lack of food sources in the sea, anglerfish have a very slow metabolism. This allows them to survive with little food for a long time. Their bodies also contain fat tissue that helps them drift in depth without having to swim actively. There are more than 200 species of anglerfish spread around the world. The size varies, some are very small around 18 centimeters to reach 1 meter or more. Some famous species include black sea devil and monkfish. Two, black dragonfish. Black dragonfish is a common name that refers to several deep-sea fish species with the Stomiidae family, but the most commonly called is Idiocanthus atlanticus. This icon is a very efficient predator and has some amazing adaptations to survive in a dark and stressful environment. Black dragonfish has a very slender body and is similar to an eel. The length of the female can reach 40 centimeters. Their bodies are pitch black, which is very effective in camouflage in the dark of the deep sea. This color helps them to absorb the remaining light, including light from bioluminescent organisms, so they are almost invisible to prey or predators. One of the most striking features of black dragonfish is its long teeth like needles and curved. Uniquely, these teeth are transparent and coated with nanocrystals, which makes it very strong but does not reflect light. This allows them to hide their sharp teeth from the view of the prey. Their skin is smooth and does not have scales, which is common in many deep-sea fish. Black dragonfish lives in the mesopelagic and bathypelagic zones, at depths between 200 to 2,000 meters or more. America is found in subtropical and temperate waters around the world, including the Indian Ocean, Pacific, and Atlantic Ocean. Like an anglerfish, the female black dragonfish has a long snout that hangs from her chin, with a glowing organ at the end. This light is used as bait to attract prey, such as small fish and crustaceans. This is one of the most amazing adaptations of black dragonfish. They are able to emit red light from a special organ under their eyes and can also see the red light. In the deep sea, most organisms are only able to see blue light. By using red light, black dragonfish can illuminate their prey without being seen by the prey itself, because the prey cannot detect red light. The difference between males and females in this species is extreme, as if they are different species. Females are much larger, up to 40 centimeters, have fangs, dungs on the chin, and intestines that are fully functional to digest food. Jantan is very small, only about 5 centimeters, has no teeth, stout, and most surprisingly, a non-functioning intestine. Jantan does not eat after reaching adulthood. They only live to reproduce, and all their energy comes from the remaining yolks when they are still larvae. Black dragonfish is an ambush predator or ambush predator. They use their glowing snouts to lure prey closer. The main food of them is small fish, shrimp, and crustaceans that live in the same. Their jaws are very elastic, allowing them to swallow relatively large prey. Females are known to make vertical migrations every day, climbing to shallower waters at night to forage and returning to the depths during the day. Meanwhile, males do not migrate and stay in the depths. Males that cannot eat only live in a short time to find females, fertilize eggs, and then die. Their reproductive process is not fully understood, but it clearly depends on the male's ability to find females in the vast ocean. Three, frilled shark. Frilled shark is often referred to as a living fossil, because of its very primitive fossils and has not changed much since millions of years ago. Frilled sharks have a very slender and long body, resembling eels and snakes, different from sharks in general. The name frayed comes from the 6 pairs of money gill slits with laced or frayed leather edges. The first gill slit even meets at the bottom of the throat, making it look like it's wearing a collar. His mouth is filled with about 300 teeth arranged in 25 rows. Its sharp teeth, shaped like a trident and pointing inward, are very effective in trapping its slippery prey. Female sharks can grow up to 2 meters, while males tend to be smaller. The frayed shark is a deep-sea dweller, usually found at a depth of 500 to 1500 meters, where the water is very cold and there is no sunlight. They have a wide but uneven distribution around the world, especially in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. They are not fast swimmers. Jingled sharks hunt by ambushing their prey. With a flexible body, they can sprint forward like snakes to swallow their prey. Their main food is squid, bony fish, and other small sharks. They are able to swallow prey that is almost half the length of its own body. The frayed shark has an unusually long gestation period, estimated to reach 3.5 years, making it one of the vertebrates with the longest gestation period. The way they bite and swallow their prey is to recognize the snake, not the shark, which is generally torn to pieces. Their white teeth contrast with their dark-colored bodies, and are thought to function to attract the attention of prey in the dimly lit sea. Four, viperfish. Viperfish, or in scientific language known as the Calliodus genus, is one of the most frightening and iconic deep-sea fish. The name comes from its resemblance to viper, which is a poisonous snake, especially because of its sharp and dangerous teeth. The most prominent feature of viperfish is its long and thin teeth like needles. These teeth are so long that they do not fit in his mouth and protrude like fangs when the mouth is closed. These teeth function to stab and trap slippery prey. Viperfish have a very large lower jaw and a skull that can hinge backwards. This adaptation allows them to open their mouths wide up to almost 90 degrees, so they can swallow prey that is much larger than their own head. Along the side of its body there are small light-producing organs called photophores. These photophores emit blue-green light that is used to trick prey, communicate with fellow viperfish, and as camouflage. There are also photophores at the end of its dorsal fin that function as bait, similar to anglerfish. Viperfish live in the deep-sea zone, precisely in the mesopelagic zone between 200 to 1,000 meters and the bathypelagic zone between 1,000 to 4,000 meters. In a dark and high-pressure environment, they have some special adaptations. Their stomachs can stretch to a large size, allowing them to swallow prey that is large or even larger than their body. This is very important because in the sea the opportunity to eat is very rare. Their slim and less muscular bodies allow them to save energy. They are not fast swimmers, but ambush hunters. The body of the viperfish is dark black, which helps them absorb the remaining light of other creatures' bioluminescence, so it is less visible to predators. Viperfish is a patient ambush predator. They are silent, sometimes with their heads facing up, and use photophores on the tip of their dorsal fins as bait. When prey such as small fish or shrimp are attracted to the light and approach, the viperfish attacks quickly, piercing its prey with its sharp teeth. Its highly flexible jaws then allow them to swallow the entire prey in one movement. With its monster-like appearance and unique adaptation, viperfish is one of the most amazing examples of creatures that evolved to survive in the most extreme environments on Earth. Five. Gulper eel. Gulper eel, or also known as pelican eel, is the most famous deep-sea fish because of its huge mouth, resembling a pelican bag. Despite having a scary-looking mouth, this fish is a mysterious deep-sea dweller and harmless to humans. Gulper eel has a very unusual appearance and is different from other fish. Its mouth is the most iconic feature. Its lower jaw is very large and loose, able to open very wide until its size far exceeds its body. This mouth has a throat pouch that can expand, similar to a pelican, which is used to swallow prey whole. Gulper eel has a very slender body and no scales. Its tail is very long and resembles a whip, which can reach about 4/5 of its total body length. The tip of its tail has a bioluminescent luminous organ that most likely serves as a bait. His eyes are very small, probably because his vision is not very useful in extreme darkness. Gulper eel lives in deep-sea waters, usually in the mesopelagic zone around 500 to 3,000 meters where sunlight cannot penetrate. To be able to survive in this challenging environment, it has some special adaptations. Despite having a very large mouth, gulper eel does not have ribs. This allows its mouth to expand to accommodate large prey. Although its mouth is large, its teeth are very small and harmless. This shows that they do not tear apart the prey, but swallow it whole. Their fins are very small, indicating that they are not strong swimmers. They tend to be silent and wait for their prey. Gulper eel is an ambush predator. They wait for the prey to pass, and when someone approaches, they will open their mouths wide to create negative pressure or suction, so that the prey will be attracted and sucked into the mouth bag. Although it can swallow large prey, gulper eel more often eats small shrimps, crustaceans, and small fish. They wag their tails to attract prey, and once the prey is within reach, they will quickly swallow it. Overall, gulper eel is an excellent example of adaptive evolution, where each unique feature is designed to maximize the chances of survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Six. Goblin shark. Goblin sharks are one of the strangest and most amazing sea creatures. Named so because of its appearance that resembles a goblin character in a fairy tale. This shark is often called a living fossil because of its very ancient lineage. The goblin shark has a long and flat snout that is very prominent at the top of its head. This snout contains a sensory organ that is very sensitive to the electric field, which helps it detect prey in complete darkness. The skin color is not like other sharks. Goblin sharks have a pink or purplish body, which is caused by visible blood vessels through their semi-transparent skin. Its mouth is filled with sharp and slender teeth that are used to lock and stab its prey. The most amazing and iconic feature of a goblin shark is its jaw. Unlike other sharks, its jaws are not rigidly attached to their skulls. When a goblin shark approaches its prey, it can quickly push its jaws forward, up to a few centimeters from its face to trap its prey. This mechanism is like a catapult, allowing this slow-moving shark to sip its prey at high speed. This adaptation is very important because goblin sharks are slow and lazy swimmers. They do not chase their prey, but use their sensitive snout and unique jaws to attack suddenly from a close range. Goblin sharks live on a very deep seabed, usually on continental slopes or underwater canyons at depths of 200 to 1,300 meters or more. They are known as ambush predators that wait for prey to pass. Their main food is deep-sea fish, crustaceans, and chimo squid. Goblin sharks are one of the surviving species from the ancient shark family whose fossils have been found since the Cretaceous period about 125 million years ago. Because of its appearance that has not changed much since that time, this shark is considered a living fossil. Seven. Squid vampire. Vampire squid is a unique and mysterious deep-sea creature. Although it is called a squid, it is actually not a true squid or an octopus, but the only remaining member of the ancient order called Vampiromorphidae. The scientific name is Vampiroteuthis infernalis, literally means vampire squid from hell. This name is given because of the color of its body, which is dark red to black, and the veiled skin membrane that connects his 8 arms, resembling a robe. But unlike a vampire, he sucks blood. The 8 arms of the vampire squid are connected by a thick dark skin membrane, which they can turn outwards. Inside the membrane there are soft and flexible spines that are harmless. If calculated based on body ratio, vampire squid has the largest eyes among all animals in the world. His large eyes helped him gather a dim light in the depths. Vampire squid has photophores that produce light organs all over its body. These organs can emit light to communicate, confuse predators, or disguise themselves among the light coming from above. When he feels threatened, he will pull all his arms up, cover his body, and turn the membrane between his arms outwards. This position makes it look like a thorny ball, which scientists call pineapple defense. This movement makes it difficult for predators to prey on. The vampire squid's habit is very unique. They live in the low oxygen zone, where the oxygen levels are so low that not many other animals can survive. They have a very low metabolism, which allows them to survive with little food and oxygen. Their blood contains copper-based blood pigment or hemocyanin that is very efficient in carrying and binding oxygen, even in very low oxygen environments. Contrary to its creepy appearance, vampire squid is not an aggressive predator. They are detritivores that eat sea snow, which are clumps of organic matter such as plankton carcasses and animal feces that fall from the sea surface. To eat, they use 2 long filaments that can be pulled in and out of their body bags. Vampire squid is an extraordinary creature that shows an amazing evolutionary adaptation to be able to survive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Eight. Giant isopods. Giant isopods are giant crustaceans that live at the bottom of the sea. Although his name sounds like a monster, he is just a giant version of the woodlice or pillbug that we often meet on land. Giant isopods are one of the largest and most unique deep-sea dwellers. Giant isopods have a very similar appearance to pillbugs, but on a much larger scale. They can grow up to 50 centimeters long and weigh more than 1.5 kilograms. But there are other smaller species. Its body is protected by a hard and segmented exoskeleton, providing protection from very high water pressure in its habitat. They have 7 pairs of legs, and the first 2 pairs are used to hold food. Giant isopods have 2 large compound eyes, consisting of almost 4,000 facets, which help them detect dim light in total darkness. Giant isopods are found at the bottom of the sea, especially in the abyssal zone or more than 2,000 meters. There the water temperature is very cold, the pressure is extreme, and there is no light. In an environment with minimal food, giant isopods play an important role as carrionists. They cleared the seabed by eating whale carcasses, dead fish, and other crustaceans that sank from the surface. Their most famous adaptation is the ability to survive without food for a very long period. An isopod has been in the form of more than 4 years, proving how efficient their metabolism is. This allows them to survive in an environment where food is ledged and disorganized. Because of its very large size and hard shell, giant isopods have little or even no natural predators. Like its cousin on land, the giant isopod rolls its body into a ball to protect itself from threats. They grow and reproduce very slowly, a common strategy for animals that live in the deep sea where resources are limited. And there you have it, 8 of the most terrifying creatures lurking in the crushing depths of our oceans. From the goblin shark with its nightmarish jaws to the dragon-like viperfish, each of these animals reminds us just how little we truly know about the deep sea. For every creature we've discovered, there may be countless more hiding in the darkness, waiting to be found. Which of these deep-sea monsters sent chills down your spine the most? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysteries of the ocean, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to Hilarious Animal for more fascinating animal stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next adventure into the wild and unknown world of nature.